Well, hello everyone. We are back out here in Berea as the Browns prepare to face the Raiders on Sunday at FirstEnergy Stadium. We talked to offensive coordinator John DeFilippo today. That I asked him, I said, how does the future look with Johnny? Do you think that the future looks bright? And he said, I definitely think so. He's excited about Johnny, and even though they're sending him back to the bench, they really feel like they're onto something here.
Yeah, and I'm sure they feel so much better about Johnny right now than they did certainly coming into camp and probably even by the end of camp. You know, anytime you can go out and win a game in the NFL and do it in dramatic fashion, that's going to give Johnny a lot of confidence. And let's face it, Mary Kay, we're going to see Johnny. We're going to see a Johnny again this season, maybe sooner than later.
Yeah, I asked a couple of other players about that too. Gary Barnidge, he said he has the potential to be one of the great quarterbacks in the NFL. So the players are buying into, but I think it's not a locker room divided. I think they're all ready to embrace Josh McCown for this game, and they're ready to go back to him and see what he can do. On another note, Travis Benjamin, we talked to Flip a little bit about him today, and ways that Travis Benjamin, his speed, opens things up for everyone else.
Yeah, it's been obviously a couple years here since Josh Gordon was a regular player on this team, and we can remember when Josh Gordon was out there, he opened up so much for the rest of the offense. Now, they didn't always capitalize on it, but his speed and his ability to get deep could do that. Now, we don't expect Travis to catch a 50-yard touchdown pass every game, but I think he's going to start becoming on teams' radars. That maybe open up some other things underneath. The stat I got today, Mary Kay, Travis Benjamin has 204 yards receiving. The rest of the team combined, 199 yards. They need to get more people involved.
Absolutely, and I'm sure with Josh McCown, they will probably do that because he has a better command of the whole offense, and I think he'll be able to get more people involved. Now, Justin Gilbert, he was on track to play in this game, his season debut against the Raiders, coming back from that hip flexor, but out in practice today, he had a bit of a setback, strained a hamstring, and it looks like, you know, now there's a chance he might not play in this game.
Yeah, you know, the coaches were saying that they thought he was making a little bit of progress, stacking some days, as they say. And it just, you know, with Justin, it just seems to, you know, one thing after another. Obviously, this isn't his fault, but it's just been a tough beginning to this season for him.
It really has, and you know, we'll have to see how it goes. We've had with him so far this season the road rage incident. We've had, you know, he thought that his technique was flawless after he had a bad game. He had a hard time getting on the field, so still kind of star-crossed for the Browns' number 8 overall pick from 2014. Dwayne Bowe, he's not really ready yet either. We talked to John DeFilippo about that today, and you know, he basically said that Dwayne's still not himself. So I don't know how much they can count on him this week.
No, it certainly wasn't very encouraging, was it? And we do know the hamstrings take some time, but you know, I'm sure there's a lot of people in the organization and certainly some teammates that want to see him get on the field. And I guess he's been out there, but he certainly hasn't impacted the game hardly an iota at this point.
And we talked to Joe Thomas today. He compared Khalil Mack to Lawrence Taylor, none other than Lawrence Taylor, and feels he should have been the number 1 overall pick last year.
Yeah, I mean, Khalil Mack is just a terrific player. Drafted in 2014, number 5 overall by the Raiders. What makes him so good is usually you have people coming off the edge that are really good either against the run, setting the edge, or rushing the passer. He does both, and he's just been terrific.
And to be compared to LT, well, it just doesn't get much better than that. So we'll see how they handle him on Sunday. So stick with us. We'll have lots more to come over the next few days, including our preview of the Browns Raiders, all for you right here on cleveland.com.